I just got blocked by Jackie Aina for sending her a hey auntie with the heart emojis. So are we like not allowed to call her auntie anymore? Because I could have sworn we were calling her auntie before, but now I'm blocked. So
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So this video is an interesting video. We're talking about Jackie Aina. Jackie. If you know, you know. So that sister posted that video and was talking about how Jackie Aina blocked her just because she called her auntie. And if you've been watching Jackie Aina for the longest time, you know that is how a lot of our subscribers address her, like, oh, auntie, and all that. And Jackie Aina has come to address this issue, but this has also gotten a lot of people talking on the internet, and especially black women divided about being called auntie or not being called auntie. And I find this conversation very interesting, especially for my culture. This is a normal name being called to women: auntie, uncle, cousin, and all that. Call people that you're not even related to cousins. Yeah. So it's really interesting how the conversation is going, and I really love to know what you think about this. But before we get into people's reaction on this, let's go hear what Jackie has to say addressing the issue of people calling her auntie. I know she has addressed this before, but she actually did a video where she dissects why and how that auntie era, she's over it, and da 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 and all that. So let's go hear what Jackie has to say, then we'll come back and talk.
I'm going to talk about how I've been un-auntying my public persona, if you will. I'm growing into the next stages of my life, and I'm going to be looking at other people who have done it already, but they see me as their elder, but they're really my elder. Who is the big sister to the big sister? When you're young, being mature, it's like a flex, right? Yeah. It's like a real flex. Then you get to your mid-30s and you start looking back at what are supposed to be your youthful years, and you're like, wait a minute, so I've just been an adult my whole life? So I've just been wise my whole life? I'm reclaiming my time. I just woke up one day and I was like, you know what, wisdom, it's not my entire personality trait. And also, I don't know everything. The people that are looked at as like aunties and, you know, the people that you want to be when you grow up, when that person makes a misstep or when that person does something that's like slightly less than perfect, it's judged typically 10 times harder. It's hard for people to see you as a real person. I never really got to be young. My childhood was terrible. We ain't doing no story times on that one. Then I got to my 20s and it's like I had to be 5 years older than I really was. Then you get to 30 and everybody's treating you like in your 40s. And I'm just like, you get to protect your youth and enjoy yours. Let me enjoy mine now. Everybody that is watching this and cannot relate to this, I guarantee you have a friend in your group that is that person, and behind closed doors is probably not doing that great. Go check on that person. I guarantee you the person that you think has things all figured out is literally going through exactly what you are, but are probably just better at coping out loud. A lot of people did ask me if I'm younger than you. I'm 23, I'm 21. Do you mind if I call you auntie? And it's still a hard no. And it actually makes me a little bit sad because these are people that are at the age that people started calling me auntie. How come when I was that age, I still had to be? Why couldn't I be young when I was actually young? Online, I just don't want to be treated like everybody's elder anymore, you know? I don't. Even people that are older than me. I'm truly moving into a new phase where I'm just like, yeah, I feel my age and I actually kind of want to enjoy it. So cheers to making my first smoothie, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.
Please let me know what you think about Jackie's own explanation why she does not want to be called auntie anymore and why she will be blocking people that calls her auntie. So let me know what you think, what she said, if it makes sense, and if you can relate to it, let me know down in the comment section. But this video has gotten a lot of people talking. A lot of people have so much to say and educate us about the auntie thing. So let's go check out what they have to say. Then we'll come back and talk more. I'll share my own thought, but I want to know your own thought down in the comment section. So feel free to share your opinion. Love to read your own thoughts on this auntie situation. With that all said, guys, let's go check it out.
Jackie is 36 years old. Why you would want to keep calling somebody that's 36 years old an auntie is befuddling me. But I wonder, do you require that title of her because you can't imagine that somebody 5 to 10 years, your junior or senior, has amassed such notoriety and wealth that they can only be auntie status and not your peer? Look within. You might be able to find the answer.
Okay.
Look within.
Y'all remember when Oprah said that she didn't want to be referred to as auntie and like the black internet got her together for it? let's actually talk about it. In the Black community, we use familial words like unc, auntie, sis to describe people that we may not know as terms of endearment, but also as a sign of respect. And this is something that I think spans across the Black diaspora. I have a West Indian background, and we'll call an older woman tanty as a form of respect. It's like acknowledging that you are my elder. And so with that being said, I understood why the Black community had such a knee-jerk reaction when Oprah said, I don't want to be referred to as auntie, because we saw it as you're rejecting our love and you're rejecting us trying to show respect for you. And when it comes to the Jackie Aina situation about being called auntie, I believe that she said multiple times she does not want to be referred to as auntie. And as somebody who is just now starting to understand some of the effects of being somewhat public facing, it gets really unsettling to notice people forming some type of parasocial bond to you where they might feel like you're their best friend or you're their sister or auntie online when you literally don't know these people and you may have no interest in holding that type of space in their life. It's really hard to have boundaries as a content creator or someone who's constantly putting themselves online for public consumption, but I think Jackie does a really good job at letting people know that this is what I do and don't like, this is what I will and won't tolerate, and if you cross those boundaries, I have the right to block you. I think what's worse than this girl calling her auntie despite Jackie's wishes is her coming to the internet with a sense of entitlement that she should be allowed to call her whatever she wants, and Jackie doesn't have a right to then remove her from her platform. And this is a topic for another day, but I think in general, people and other Black women see us as communal beings that aren't allowed to have boundaries, and we just belong to everyone as a family member or a friend, and we don't have to.
I'm noticing it's becoming more and more common to come on here and tell the world when you've been blocked by somebody that you were following or somebody that's went viral. And how about we stop as a collective doing that? Because nobody cares. We all pay our phone bills. We are all adults here. If we don't want to see you, if somebody doesn't want to see you, they don't have to see you. 9 times out of 10, y'all show exactly why you deserve to have been blocked in that video of you explaining how you got blocked for whatever reason. I understand the shock. I understand the initial did I do something? Yes, you did. Like, that's it. You did. If I ever get to a point where my face is everywhere, believe me, there will be a story every week of somebody talking about how I blocked them, because my list is thick, baby. It's thousands of people on my block list. But I think we just need to stop caring. Like, if somebody wants to block you, they're going to block you. Like, it's you making a video about getting blocked is not going to make somebody want to unblock you.
I just got blocked by Jackie Aina for sending her a hey auntie with the heart emoji.
Okay, so I love Jackie Aina to death, but I think this is going a little too far, because in the Black community, we say auntie, sis, cuz, unc, like as terms of endearment for people that are not related to us. Like, we've been doing it for years. It has nothing to do with age. Now, I know she said she refuses to, like, she doesn't like to be called that, but I do think that it has nothing to do with you being of auntie age. It's a term of endearment that we've used for years, and it's nothing disrespectful at all.
Because she's telling people not to call her auntie despite her whole brand being built on like the rich auntie.
Y'all just disrespectful. That's it. Y'all just disrespectful. Because I don't even follow Jackie. And all I know about this whole situation is that she has told y'all continually that she don't want to be called auntie. And y'all keep saying, I hear that, but the reason I feel like I have a right to do what I want to do and call you what I want to call you is because I'm me. Like, that's it. And I hate to break this to y'all, but y'all know that's not good enough reason to be able to treat people in a way that they have asked you not to, right? Like, it's not that hard to respect somebody's name, somebody's pronoun, what they want you to call. It's really not that hard. And if you can't give somebody the smallest decency and respect to call them in a way that they ask you to, or don't call them at all, then the problem is you, baby. The problem is not her boundary. The problem is your unwillingness to follow it. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think.
Everybody understands no means no until a Black woman says it. So this whole discourse around Jackie Aina not wanting to be called auntie and blocking a young woman who continue to call her that in spite of it, is just really showing that you can't handle it when certain people set boundaries. And it's not purely a racial thing because the girl she blocked was black herself. But that entitlement, that over-familiarity when it comes to black women, it definitely originated in white supremacy, even though I'm sad to say a lot of black women have taken it up. I don't care if you don't like the fact that she doesn't like being called auntie. She said no. She doesn't like it, the end. But there's when that entitlement shows up again, because people think because they followed you or they supported you in your journey that you now owe them unlimited access to you and you never get to turn them down for anything. If that's the kind of support you want to give, you can keep it. A man is not entitled to your body because he paid for dinner and was nice to you. You're not entitled to her space. You're not entitled to violate her boundaries because you are a follower of hers and because you purchased her products or whatever. She said no. And it's like this disconnect when it comes to black women saying, no, you just don't seem to get it. No means no. I've actually had this problem myself. Not so much with the auntie thing, but people love to call me mother. Babes, I'm child free and I'm not a gay man. Please, the next person who calls me mother, you owe me a push present. I get it. You want to bring up those familial relationships, mother, auntie, big sis, to show that you feel especially close to this person. And that's beautiful. But you could just say, I really love your content and just go, you know? And I felt compelled to say something on this topic because we often talk about men and how they're trash and what they're doing wrong, but that's the low-hanging fruit. We do not talk about our own issues, our own intersectional issues as women, as black women, as people who are in community with one another. And this is one I've seen crop up frequently recently. A woman, particularly a black one, sets a boundary. And she says, don't call me that, or I'm not going to show my child's face anymore on social media. They get asked questions about their personal lives, and they say, no, I'm not doing that kind of content. This is not a lifestyle blog. I'm just here to talk about business or products. And people get so unhinged. That's not okay. So think long and hard about why you cultivated this entitlement to black women and unpack that. And I'm including black women in the people who need to unpack that because we can be the most guilty. That's all. I can follow for more.
Why you would want to keep calling somebody that's 36 years old an auntie is befuddling me.
Well, my auntie is 30, so that could be the reason. But no, for real, honestly, I feel like y'all have this real negative idea of what auntie means. And I don't know, in my family, we love aunties. You know what I'm saying? I personally cannot be an auntie for a very long time because I have younger brothers, so I got a long time before I become one. But I can't wait to become an auntie because I love mines. Like, whenever I don't want to talk to my mama, I want to talk to somebody else, get some advice, have fun, go to their house, I go to auntie house. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what a lot of people use that term for. It's like the person that you look up to, that you love to hang around, that's fun. Like, even like the whole term, like the rich auntie. It's a very positive term. Like, nobody is using auntie like you the old, ugly, mean auntie. No, it's a very positive name. Now, I understand Jackie has addressed this and she made it very clear. She doesn't want to be called that, and I understand that, boundaries. But I just want her to know, I want everybody else to know that it's not a negative term. Being an auntie is not negative. If nobody was using it as to make fun of you or call you old or say this, and that about you. It is a very positive thing, at least in my family and my culture, which I'm just black American. But you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just, everybody love auntie.
I just got blocked by Jackie Aina for sending her a hey auntie with the heart emoji. So
Okay, but can we just talk about why is this seen as disrespectful? Can somebody explain to me, why is it that calling an older black woman that you respect and you have reverence for auntie, why is that seen as disrespectful? I really never understood that. I really never got it. If you're like me, I'm 25. I grew up watching Jackie Aina. Jackie Aina was the only black female influencer in the beauty space. You were going to Jackie Aina, and if you weren't going to Jackie Aina, there really was no one else to watch at that time. She was the OG. So it's only natural that as I've gotten older and I've seen kind of the accolades and the things she's continued to accomplish in her career, there's an element of a respect and there's an element of like, I see you, like family. Personally, if she doesn't want to be referred to as auntie, out of my respect and admiration for her as a woman, I'm not going to call her that. But she's not the only black woman. Mary J. Blige does not want to be referred to as auntie. Or, you know, I also think, like, I watched a snippet from a show, Impact NYC, and Bernice Burgos, she doesn't want to be referred to as grandma. And I just feel like there are so many black women specifically that look at younger black women, referring to them in a way that
maybe ages them in some way as disrespectful. But when you go to your counterparts and you look at young black men calling people like Snoop Dogg Unc, hey Unc, da 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 da, it's all good. It's all good. Ain't no problem. Ain't no beef. So I just don't understand. Wait a second. I just don't understand. Why is this seen as disrespectful? It is a element and a sign of reverence. Now, I'm not saying some people might not be saying it disrespectfully. I understand certain people might be saying it as a dig. But for the most part, people are saying it from a place of love. And I just feel like it's strange. I don't know. I wish we had more older black women that welcome maturity and wisdom and being referred to in that way from a standpoint of I want to be a source for younger girls, and it doesn't necessarily offend me if you see me as a auntie or whatever. Or maybe they just feel like we're not cool like that. Maybe that's it. I don't.
So Jackie Aina is going through what seems to be somewhat of a midlife crisis because she's telling people not to call her auntie despite her whole brand being built on like the rich auntie aesthetic. Listen, I've said this before. I really do think that this whole auntie conversation is really redundant. Auntie has and always will be a term of endearment, a term of honor within our community, specifically within African American culture. I don't give a let Gayle King and Oprah Winfrey's classes ask them come up here and emotion. If you don't want to be called auntie, that's fine. I'm done convincing people that auntie is a honorable term. Like, with that being said, can we all agree on what the official auntie age is? Because to me, auntie has always been 40 and up. I don't know. I feel like 30s, especially like early 30s, that's more big cousin age to me. Honestly though, I blame you because y'all turn 30 and y'all be acting like 30 is oh, you did this to yourself. Y'all be calling yourselves aunties. Even some of you Gen Zs be calling yourselves aunties when y'all in your 20s and early 30s, and it's weird as you done aged yourself so much, and now you mad, and now you looking around. Now you actually are approaching the age that you've been appropriating this whole time, and now you mad. Jackie, come on now.
For sending her a hey auntie with the heart emoji. So are we like not allowed to call her auntie anymore?
So once upon a time, auntie had like two meanings. Either you called the older women in the community auntie, or you were being called an auntie because you had a niece or a nephew. And then the youth got a hold of the term auntie and just completely bastardized it. And I know for a fact that the youth use the term auntie almost like old hag. And really? So when you have a stranger approach you calling you auntie, it's real easy to get confused and wonder, are you calling me, someone who's wise, or are you calling me a hag? And I think that's one of the reasons why Jackie Aina, Oprah, Gayle King, Ava DuVernay have came out and said, don't call me auntie. And even myself, I am slightly over 40, just mildly over 40. But even myself, when I had a presence online, young women used to call me auntie. And it had to be a thing where if you're not my niece or my nephew, or if you're not one of my nieces or nephews, please don't call me auntie. Because I don't know you. We don't have a relationship. You did not ask me, was it okay to call me auntie? And I'm almost convinced that you're doing it to call me a hag.
Yeah. Please go down in the comment section and share your thought. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So let me know if you're the type that felt like there's nothing wrong with the word auntie, or they say they're stopping me. If you feel like there's nothing wrong with the word auntie, if you are the type of person that will use the word auntie to address someone, or you feel like auntie is used as a old hack, like younger people just trying to throw it at you to say like you're old, or you're the type like don't mind, or you're the type that is in between. Let me know your own take on this. Love to know what you think, but please, as always, keep it respectful. So here's my own take on this conversation. I find this conversation very, very interesting because years ago, Jackie Aina has been addressed as auntie, and she clearly accepted it and said, okay, you know what, I'm your auntie and all that. Coming from my culture, my society, and where I live, auntie is not it's usually used for respect. Like, I am, people see me and people don't hardly call me auntie. I think my nieces and nephew and my niece-in-law and all that, on people in my family that I'm older than will call me auntie. But outside, they'll probably call me like, hey, sis and all that. Okay, so my battery died. So, like in my culture, so there's a different level. Like in my own with my own culture, when they call you sis, it's almost like also like an auntie, but you're not in that advanced. Like you're not that older than me, but you're older than me. But when you say oh auntie, it means that you're older than me. But my own take about this, oh Jackie Aina being saying, you know what, stop calling me auntie, da 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 da. I feel like I get where Jackie is coming from. Like when we were young, we just want to feel like we felt like adulting really quick, like growing up really quick, especially in our 20s, in our 30s, like really growing up really quick. And I feel like everybody, most people in that age can really relate to it. But when you're getting, I feel like when you're in your 20s, approaching 30, you just want to grown, you just want to feel like that grown woman. But once you're approaching 40 in your mid 30s, you just like, it's almost like you want to take back time. You want to be called sis, you want to be called like girly and all that. When I mean girly, like you want to be called like, you don't want to be addressed as anything like an elder or anything. And if you know Jackie, I know, you know, she's an African American and a Nigerian. So I feel like culturally, she should understand where people are coming from. But another thing I also want to say is that I don't mind her coming to say that, you know what, I don't feel comfortable you calling me that. I know there's a particular time in my life, like, I don't even like being an auntie and all that. But I realized that a few years ago, people start addressing me as madam, ma'am, and all that. And I know it's a sign of respect, but at a particular time, it made me feel some uncomfortable about it because I'm just Destiny. Just call me Destiny, and I'm fine with it. So people trying to call me, oh, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I'm just like, okay. Madam, and yeah, when they call you madam, meaning you're an older person, I'm just like, hold it, I'm not that old. I'm not even 40 years, so hold it. So I get where she's coming from, and like, you know what, don't call me that. I get where she's coming from. And the subscriber, I just feel like followers and all that when it comes to social media, it's really good to set boundaries, especially with someone that has done the work that Jackie Aina has done. Setting boundaries is very important. Like the other sister was saying, that when black women, especially black women, generally when women set boundaries, especially black women set boundaries, sometimes it's been frowned upon, like, oh, what do you think you are, but I feel like it's something that should be respected. If I don't like being called a certain name, respect it and don't do it and all that. I get it. But also, this is me playing the devil's advocate, I also get where the subscribers are coming from. Some of them, they've been calling Jackie auntie since Jackie was in her late 20s. And now it's really like awkward, not saying, oh, auntie and all that. And I feel personally, this is my own opinion, I feel like it was Jackie overreacted by blocking. But it's something Jackie I know does. Like if she's not really comfortable with the vibe you're bringing, she will block you, and I respect that. But it's not something I would do. I just feel like blocking is extreme. Okay, you could just ignore the person, move on like you didn't see it, or probably censor those type of comments so that those type of comments that has auntie doesn't come your way, or Jackie auntie. Jackie was even in the face where she was going with Jackie. If you remember, you remember. And she stopped all that because obviously people grow, people change and all that. And I feel like people should respect that. But her blocking, I'm just like, okay. Jackie blocks a lot of people. Like if you're the type that usually talk trash about Jackie and she doesn't like you, I wonder why I've not been blocked by Jackie, because I usually create content, but this one is not as if I'm trying to bash her or anything. I come and give my opinion about certain things. If I think what she did is right, I'll say it's right. If I say no, if I feel like it's not, I'll say it. But I feel like Jackie is just catching vibes. Like if she just feel like you're just bringing negative energy or negative attention to her, she's just going to cut you off. So it's not as if I saw a video of Nosy Bystander, which I love on TikTok, said something. I think I'm going to put that video, was talking about how Jackie is on a blocking sprint. And yeah, it's okay. And I feel like people should be respected. You guys know how I feel about people are different. People should be respected. Don't expect everybody to respond the way you respond to a situation. So if Jackie feels like I want to block this person because I don't feel comfortable, it's all right. It does. She does what makes her feel comfortable. She does what makes her happy, and that should be respected. So I don't agree. It's not something I will do. I will not block. Like, no, I will just let you just fool yourself, especially if it's something that I'm just like, okay, I will just let you be. I'm not just going to block you. That's just not my thing. That's not something. But if you not get involved into my personal space and threaten, then I'll block you. That I'll do. But if you just comment and I'm telling you don't do it, I will just ignore you like you don't even exist, and that's just it. But also a lot of people that watch people online, I know that because of the accessibility, you can message this person, call this person, send this person an email, send, like, even get a sneak peek into their life. Some people don't really know how to draw a steady boundary to know that you don't cross a certain line, and I get that. But I don't see anything wrong with the word auntie. I don't see it. It's a word that comes with respect, and Jackie is a respected person in the content creator space, in the black woman space, in the beauty space. She's respected, so it just makes sense that black girls will call her auntie. Even Patricia Bright, what people call her auntie and all that too. But yeah. Anyway, guys, please let me know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. Let me know if you agree with Jackie Aina. Let me know if you don't. Let me know if you're this type of person, if you're the person that still calls Jackie Aina auntie. And let me know if you're the type of person that likes being called sis. Let me know how you like being addressed. I like sis, and I know some of you guys must have noticed that, like, especially when I feel like I'm connecting with you, like we're on the same, like, I feel like you're my girl in my head. Like, I'm just like, hey sis, hi sis. But sometimes when I'm replying some of you guys, let me know. I really like to know how you guys like to be addressed. So let me know down in the comment section. When I'm addressing some of you guys in the comment section, sometimes I'm just like, oh, this person is not way older than me. I don't want to call the person sis so that I don't disrespect the person. You get what I'm saying? Because I know I have some older audience that are both 40 in their 50s. So I'm just like, oh, and some of you guys are dropping gems. And sometimes I'm just like, okay, maybe this one is not in my age bracket. Let me just, let me not say sis and all that. So yeah, I'm the type of girl, I prefer to be called sis. I prefer to be called girl. Like, that's just, man, I don't say anything wrong. If you call me auntie, it doesn't really do anything. Like, I don't, like, okay, I'm an auntie anyway, an amazing auntie for that matter. So yeah, I don't care. But some people really don't like people that are not family related to them calling them auntie, and it's fine too. Okay, anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thought. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful as always. Please don't forget to share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl. With that all said, guys, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.